Chrysanthemum cottage seedling cultivation. Many people like beautiful chrysanthemums. So, how do chrysanthemums reproduce? Cottage is the main method of chrysanthemum propagation. Today, we will learn about the cottage seedling technology of chrysanthemums. First, let's understand the conditions required for chrysanthemum cottage. Chrysanthemum is one of the top 10 traditional famous flowers in China, with diverse colors, multiple petal types, and multiple flowering seasons. It has a wide range of applications and belongs to the perennial herbaceous plants of the Asteraceae and chrysanthemum genera in botany. The propagation methods include cutting, splitting, sowing, grafting, and tissue culture, among which cottage propagation is the main method. So, what are the technical points of chrysanthemum cottage propagation? The technical points of chrysanthemum cottage propagation mainly include cottage time, cutting propagation bed, cottage seed selection, cottage and post-cottage management. When is the most suitable time to plant chrysanthemums? 1. Cottage time. The best time for chrysanthemum cottage propagation is from mid-April to early May, or it can be postponed to early August, depending on the cultivation purpose. Generally, small cliff chrysanthemums are harvested from March to May. Spray chrysanthemum from mid-April to early June. Standard chrysanthemum from late June to late July. And tabletop chrysanthemum from early August. We also need a cottage seed bed for chrysanthemum propagation. 2. Cutting propagation bed settings. The cutting propagation bed is set in a place that is sheltered from wind, has sufficient sunlight, convenient drainage, and is close to water sources and power sources. The bed is 50 centimeters high and 1 meter wide, with a middle height and lower sides. A drainage hole is set at the bottom of the bed, and 20 centimeters thick clean river sand or perlite or vermiculite is laid on top as the cottage substrate. Due to the fact that cottages rely on their own nutrients and the nutrients produced by photosynthesis in the leaves to root and germinate, it is better to use a substrate that does not contain nutrients. Otherwise, it is easy for bacteria to multiply and cause cottages to mold and rot. Before cottage, disinfect the substrate with 800 times the amount of carbendazim solution. Before inserting, after making the seed bed, we can prepare for cottage. So, what kind of cottages should we choose? 3. Selection and handling of cottages. Choose strong and tender shoots with full top buds and no buds in the leaf axil, and cut 6 to 8 centimeters long for cuttings. In addition, those with flower buds cannot be used for cottages. Leave 2 to 3 leaves in the upper part and cut off all their leaves. Before cottage, disinfect the cottages with 800 times the amount of carbendazim solution. Later, quickly dip them in 1000 mg per kilogram ABT, rooting powder for cottage. Next, we need to start cottage. Chrysanthemums. How should we proceed with cottage? 4. Cottage. When cottages, use bamboo sticks to drill holes between the plants, with a spacing of 4 centimeters multiply 5 centimeters. It is advisable to have the leaves connected without overlapping. If the cottages are too dense and poorly ventilated, they are prone to rotting. The depth of cottages is generally 1/3 to 2/3 of the length of the cottages. If it is too shallow, the cottages are prone to dehydration, making it difficult to rot. If it's too deep, it can cause the cortex to rot and fail to survive. In addition, the leaves cannot be inserted into the substrate, or they are easy to rot. After cuttage, start the 4-light spray device to pour water for once. After cuttage chrysanthemum, we also need to manage the cottages to ensure their smooth rotting and germination. 5. Post-insertion management. Whether cottages can take root and survive depends on post-planting management, which mainly involves providing suitable light, temperature, and humidity. The optimum rooting temperature of chrysanthemum is 15 to 23 degrees. Generally, the seedbed is located in a small and medium-sized plastic shed, and the sunscreen is set up on the shed for shading. At the beginning of cuttage, the cottages are just away from their mother body, and the transpiration is strong. It is advisable to spray more water 1 to 2 times in the morning and 2 to 3 times in the afternoon to keep a layer of water film on the leaf surface. When the callus is formed, the amount of spray can be gradually reduced. During spray, 800 times of carbendazim plus 0.2%, urea plus 0.2%, potassium dihydrogen mixture is sprayed every week. The cottages can take root and germinate in 2 weeks. When the root grows to 1.5 to 2 centimeters, they should be transplanted and planted in time. Too late, it will grow poorly due to insufficient nutrition and crowded seedlings. The key technical points for chrysanthemum cottage seedling cultivation mainly include cottage time, cutting propagation bed, selection of cottages, cottage and post-cottage management, etc. Classmates, please try these technical points by yourself after class.